Finally, so much to discuss, so little time. The West Indian American Day Carnival. Recently, as you're aware, the Carnival Association had some challenges in its corporate governance. So the organization went through some turmoil. I know that the elected officials, including yourself, have been meeting with them. Are you satisfied that this organization can carry forth this important Caribbean legacy? And what's being done to make sure that Carnival lives on forever, and that this organization becomes viable?
These are all good questions, and it remains to be seen. We can only take them at their word that they're up to the task. I know that we all support the notion of Carnival being our cultural epicenter and activity. And how that will manifest itself in the future, again, remains to be seen. Whether the new configuration of the West Indian Day Carnival Association is up to the task, again, remains to be seen. However, if they are not, I am 100% sure that everything will be done to preserve the cultural heritage that has been established under the West Indian Day Carnival Association, under whatever auspices it has to. And so I know that there's a commitment from just about all of the electeds in Central Brooklyn to focus on that and to give support where support is needed to make sure that this tradition lives on.
Just a quick follow-up. Some state legislators are proposing legislation to form a West Indian American Day Carnival Commission, which would be appointed by probably the governor and will be a quasi-government agency. Are you supportive of that concept?
I'd have to look at it more. I mean, if that's something that could be put into statute, that would be great. If it gets the support of the governor, even better. If it gets support of succeeding governors, that's, what more can one ask for? Those are a whole bunch of ifs. And I think that a part of making it so is, again, the involvement of the public, the involvement of the Caribbean community, and their expressing their desire to see this institutionalized in that way.
Okay. Now, this program is being seen by your constituents in the Caribbean. It's being carried live by some radio stations, some TV stations in the Caribbean, but more particularly, it's being watched by many, many people in our community. Is there anything final you'd like to say to your constituents, the people of Brooklyn?
Yes, I'd like to bring to their attention that there have been a host of changes this year. I think you mentioned in our exchange about the change in the 11th Congressional District for the upcoming election, which is that district is now District 9 for the purposes of the upcoming election. What people really need to focus on is the fact that elections have changed significantly, and that for the House of Representatives and the Congress, the new date for primary elections is June 26th. That is very important because that's just a few weeks away. There will still be a September primary election, which usually takes place the Tuesday after Labor Day, but that will be strictly for state elected officials, not the federal. It's important that we come out to every single election and make our preferences known. The battle that I fight in Washington each week is a battle that requires that we show up and state our preferences. When we don't vote in the numbers that we should, particularly for this next federal election coming up in June, that is an indicator to those who are looking and setting up their strategies to suppress the vote so that President Obama is not reelected. They're going to use those numbers, compare them to 2008, and they will make their strategies accordingly. So I want to encourage everyone. June 26th is the election for the Congress. Everyone in Brooklyn is being contested for re-election. I want to see people come out and vote.
Thank you. Thank you very much for appearing on the forum. Please come
Thank
again.
you for
I know
having me,
that
Wilfred.
you've had a busy day. You're in the middle of a campaign, but we're very grateful you took time out of your schedule to come visit us. Thanks a lot.
It's
for
my
coming.
pleasure.
Okay, have a great night.